Hey guys, happy 2018. I hope you guys are doing well. I am Ansley. This is That's Really Pretty, where we discuss all things beauty, makeup, and lifestyle. This year we'll be doing a little bit more of that. So if you're new, hi, welcome. Thanks for tuning on in. If you're not new, hey, what's up? What's good? Thank you for coming on back. I do appreciate the support. So before we jump on into color correcting, I do want to give a few life updates because January/early part of February, March is going to be probably a time where I'm going to take a step back from YouTube and focus on my other hobbies because I do have a lot of things going on over the next few weeks. So I got my teeth pulled last week, so hopefully you guys can't. I'm not going to show you where in my mouth I got my teeth pulled, but if you do see it on camera, I do apologize. I am getting braces today/next week, so that's one thing that I'm not going to be able to film as much. I haven't been filming because my teeth have been in a lot of pain, and then soon after I get my braces put on, I'm having weight loss surgery. Oh, I have not talked about this at all on my channel. I'm thinking about at least definitely blogging about it more moving forward. So if you guys are interested in learning about my experience, things that did work well for me, and I did take the process very seriously and got a lot of feedback that I was respecting the process. I was doing a good job. I lost 10 pounds getting cleared for surgery. So I can share with you guys what the past year of my life has been like, as well as tips and tricks for recovery as I go throughout that process. So comment down below if that's something you would be interested in seeing. It would be very different from the content that's already on my channel, but one of my goals in 2018 is to do more lifestyle topics. So I still love makeup, still love beauty, want to get more into skincare, want to get more into blogging tips and tricks and just things that are more under the general umbrella of like health and wellness. So those are a few updates. Because of all this, I will not be filming as much as I have been in the past. So comment down below if there are any topics that you want to make sure I hit on over the next few weeks. I would be more than happy to try to put together maybe like 1 or 2 more videos through March. But thank you to all my new subscribers who have checked out my content, even though I haven't been posting as much. I do appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into the video. I know that's why you guys are here. So I am black. I am of a deeper skin tone. This video is going to be based on color correcting tips and tricks that work for me. So if you are in a different shade range, hopefully you can find this content still helpful. If you are a makeup artist, if you're a freelancer, if you have friends that are of a deeper complexion, maybe share this video with them. So not trying to exclude anyone, but I can really only share tips and tricks that have worked for me and my skin color. So I'm not wearing anything on my face right now. I do want to talk about a few things, what I do to color correct during the day, and then products I like, as well as tips and tricks when you're picking out your own products. So for purposes of this video, I'm only going to do half of my face with color corrector, and then I'll leave the other half not color corrected, and you guys will be able to see the difference, and I will look crazy at work. So let's start with the color green. I do have a video on green color corrector for deeper skin tones. It's something that I've been using for the past year or so, and it has worked well for my skin. So I am still of a light enough complexion that I do get pretty bad redness like on my skin. I also have lupus, so my lesions can also have kind of a red hue to them. And then I do have parts of my face that are just red. So I've been using green color corrector. It has worked wonders for me. I'll show you guys how I use this product, and I'll talk a little bit about the product that I've been loving at the moment. This is the Maybelline Master Camo collection. So I have the color green, duh. In the past, I have, I'll show you guys the tip. It's kind of gross. I accidentally got foundation on mine the other day, and I was so sad because it was like a pristine green white color beforehand, and now it's just like muddy brown. But I'm going to go ahead and start doing this while I talk to you guys. So like I said, I do have an older video. I'll link it. I'm going to go ahead and do my chest down here too, just so you guys can see. So with green, if you are of a deeper complexion, you do want to be careful with the level of like kind of white base to it. So color correctors, what I have found, they do have that color pigment in them, but they're usually a white base that are then turned into either an orange or a green or a peach or a red or a purple, whatever, what have you. So I'm going where my lesion is, where I have this little acne mark, and then I'm going to go around my nose. Just do half. I found that when I take pictures, usually this part of my face, you can kind of see the redness. So sometimes I like to borrow from other areas, just kind of put a little bit on. You don't need a lot. Red and green are kind of opposites of each other, so the green helps to counteract the red. So this is where I put it on my face. I am so rusty. I haven't filmed in forever, but what I'll then do is I'll take a brush of some sort. I like this flat top kind of buffering brush, and then I just kind of lightly press this in so you guys can see. If you are of a deeper complexion, you don't want whatever product you use to look kind of pasty and chalky on your skin. That's why I say use sparingly. I enjoy this product compared to LA Girl just because it's a little bit more pigmented, and I find that the base isn't as white. You tend to get more of a green hue. So that works quite well for me with green. I do have older videos. Check out my declutter video that I did, and I think I have a video on my favorite concealers, at least primers. I'll link whatever videos I have so you guys can hear my thoughts on that line of products. But it's great, it's super affordable, but I was finding that in terms of color correcting, it wasn't giving me the pigmentation that I needed. So this is what I use to cover up my red marks throughout the day. I use this religiously every single day I reach for this product. So next I want to talk to you guys about my favorite color correcting product for hyperpigmentation. This is the MAC Studio Conceal and Correct Duo. So you do get a generous portion for both. This product does look a little small, but a little does go a long way. You can use this to brighten certain parts of your face, and then if you mix the two, you get a nice fleshy skin tone color, and that's what I like to use under my eyes. So I'll do the hyperpigmentation on the side of my face, and I'll show you how I conceal under my eyes. And this stuff is great just because it is really rich in pigment. Very, very rich. You don't need a lot. And it's just been the best product that I found for concealing these kind of darker marks on my face. I gotta be careful because of my teeth. So I don't always do under my lip, but I do want to show you guys. I do have this dark ring. Put a little bit more in so you guys can see how well this works. And again, when you are similar to the green color corrector, you want to make sure you just buff it into place. You don't want to like wipe it around because then you're losing the concentrated color of that pigment. So you guys can see a bit of a difference, like right under my lip a little bit. It's definitely not as dark, and I'm just pouncing it into the skin. I gotta be careful though because of my teeth. It's right where they got pulled. So I'm just pouncing it over where those dark marks are and just covering them up. And even though this product looks really orange, it does sit well under foundations, I've found. So don't let that deter you too much if you're like, oh, that looks super orange. I don't know if I can get away with that. And for certain complexion shades, it's gonna be too orange, but this works really nicely for deeper skin tones. So I'll show you guys this side of my face. It looks like I could almost walk out of the house. Color correcting goes a long way for wearing less of other products that you would layer on top. So you can see this side of my face has been color corrected. If I were doing full glam, I would go in with a little bit more to cover up that. I'll just show you. I'll go full glam for the dentist office today. So I'll just pat that on. You can definitely layer multiple coats. I wouldn't go more than 2 just because that orange is going to come out, but just cover that a little bit more. See here, you can see where the surrounding part of my skin is orange. I just had that little dot. I was right there. So this is the color corrected side. Again, looks like I almost have a very flawless base. And then we'll go to the not color corrected side. Show you guys one more time. Bam. All right, so as you can see, color correcting makes a world of a difference. There are so many types of products that are out there. It really just comes down to picking what works for you, your price point, the type of product you like. Color correct under my eyes real quick. And I'm just going in with a little more yellow than orange to brighten up. But yeah, like I was saying, it just kind of comes down to what works for you. I have tried a ton of different color correcting products throughout the years. And I'll go with a smaller brush. This is a Morphe M173, and this is a Morphe E6. So I'm just gonna I will kind of mix and brush together, just because I don't need a super concentrated amount of pigment. Just want to conceal a little bit under the eye. So the biggest difference you can see is kind of this lovely triangular shadow I've got going on, because what is sleep? So you can see a bit of a difference between those parts of my face. So I'm going to go in with a light layer of foundation over this, just so you guys can see the final look, and then we will wrap up the video. And for my foundation today, I've been using and loving the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. I do have a video on this, so I'm gonna skip through me putting my foundation on for this video, and then check out that video if you would like to see the wear test, how it looks, all that good stuff. I do believe I color correct in that video. Actually, I don't color correct in that video. So definitely look at that to see how it wears on its own, and then you can see for color correcting on this side of my face what it looks like, and then not color corrected, you can see that too. All right, so this is my finished face. I'm gonna show you guys quickly what all I used. So like I said, I used the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. I did a full pump on this side of my face and a half a pump on this side of my face. I also used under my eye. I have a video on this. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Golden, but I do have like 4 or 5 of these shades, so check out that video if you would like to see my full review, this in action. This is not my favorite concealer, but I liked the color for kind of my more minimal makeup look today. It just worked well with the look. And then I also set that with the Becca, like, what is this, soft blur powder, I believe. I do have an older video on this, so check that out as well. I will link it. Lastly, I do not have a video on this one. This is the Marc powder. Marc powder. This is the Marc Jacobs Perfection powder in the shade Deep Cocoa 800. So I did a little bit of light contouring. Not doing any eyeshadow today. It's a light day. I'm doing a half a day at the office. Then I'm coming home, washing all this off, and then going to a few doctor's appointments. So that is the final look. I want to quickly talk about just tips and tricks if you're picking out color correcting products, what to look for, what to stay away from, products I've tried in the past, didn't like, don't use, all that stuff. So to keep this video short, this is my everyday concealer. It does a good bit of color correcting for me under the eyes. It's pretty flesh tone though. So this is in the shade Dark. It is a Too Faced Born This Way. If I didn't feel like going in with my duo, sometimes I can get away with just using this on days where I've gotten a little more sleep and I don't have super harsh bags under my eyes. But when you're looking for color correcting, you really do want to look at which colors are going to counteract and balance out. If you have like veins on your face, if you have redness, if you have hyperpigmentation, certain colors balance out other colors. So this is kind of a cheap trick if you find like your holy grail concealer. Sometimes you can do a little bit of color correcting with that. Other products I've tried in the past for under my eyes, this is the Bye Bye Under Eye. It is a full coverage color correcting concealer. This is in the shade Deep. A little does go a long way. It's just very, very thick, and the color range is limited. So this is not in particular for color correcting, but it does have some of those properties. So if you are able to find your shade range and you kind of want a 2-in-1 product, I do recommend this, but not ideal for summer. It's very, very thick. And then second to last, this is like the first color correcting product I think I ever really picked up maybe outside of the LA Girl line, but this is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is in the shade Caramel. So I use this to cover up my hyperpigmentation. This is an okay product. So it's a close second for me to the MAC product based on the pigment of the orange. They're pretty similar. This is a bit of a more orangey product, I'll say. I would say it's got a bit of a higher orange to it. I don't know what that means. So yeah, it's a little bit more pigmented than the MAC product, but I like the consistency a lot better in this MAC product. This is almost a little bit more liquidy and runny. So I find that I just needed to put on a lot in order to do what this has done for me with a lot less product. So this is a close second. You definitely get more bang for your buck. These are pretty similar in price, but you don't get as much orange product in the MAC product. I'm gonna, you know what, not gonna do a drinking game, but you should count how many times I've said days and product in this video, and it would be a lot. You know what, instead of a drinking game, I should give you guys each a penny. So yeah, so you definitely get more in the Makeup Forever product than you do with the MAC one. Haha, I avoided it. So I have already talked about the LA Girl concealer, so that is a close second for me in terms of actual quality of the product. You could get like 2 or 3 of them for the cost of one of these. This is about $10, and the LA Girl is $1 or $2. They have a wide variety of colors though, so it's always good if you're doing more of a budget friendly version of color correcting, or you just want to save a little bit of money on some of your makeup products. They are a good brand to look at, and their products do last a long time. So lastly, we have the BH Cosmetics kind of color wheel. So I'll show you guys. These are all of the colors that come in here. So you do get a nice selection. You get, in terms of colors, it's almost a dupe for my MAC product. But what I don't like about this is that it's the formula of the products. They're almost kind of greasy. They're very light and almost feel like oily on the skin. So I think this is a bit of a miss. I haven't heard of people trying this and loving it. So I don't think it's like horrible by any means. It might not be great for my skin type. I would say if you have oily skin, maybe pass on this. I think this would probably only really work for super dry skin, because it goes on almost like an oil and it's not very pigmented. So this is just not one that I would recommend, but BH Cosmetics does make pretty good products. I do need to do another haul for them so I can try out some more stuff. So look forward to that in the next few months. All right, you guys, so that is today's video. Thank you for tuning on in. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment any of your favorite products down below, or any tips and tricks that you have, as well as subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right, guys, so take care. Have a great rest of the day, and until next time, bye.